What's the weirdest way you've ever gotten revenge on someone who didn't even know they'd wronged you? My sophomore year, I had this psychology professor, Dr. Mitchell. On paper, he seemed decent, good ratings, published research, cardigans that made him look approachable. But something about how he looked at female students made my skin crawl. It started small. He'd lean too close when helping with assignments, stand behind girls during presentations. His office hours always ran long with prettier students. When my friend Sarah discussed her grade, he spent 20 minutes telling her how mature she seemed. He's just being friendly, Sarah insisted. But I'd seen the pattern. Dr. Mitchell had favorites. Always young women who looked vulnerable. He'd offer extra credit requiring one-on-one meetings. He'd compliment outfits in ways that made them uncomfortable. Nothing overtly inappropriate, just enough to make you question if you were paranoid. The breaking point came during our midterm. When he reached Emma, a quiet freshman in the front row, he placed his hand on her shoulder. She tensed. He whispered something that made her face turn red. After class, I found Emma crying in the bathroom. He said I smelled nice, she sobbed. Asked if I was wearing perfume for someone special. Did you report it? Who would believe me? He's a respected professor. I'm just some freshman. That night, I started planning. Dr. Mitchell was obsessed with his professional reputation. His office walls were covered with awards and conference photos. He name-dropped constantly and bragged about being considered for department chair. The opportunity came when he assigned final projects, research presentations worth 40% of our grade. He'd selected topics himself, pairing students with subjects that matched their personalities. Emma got the psychology of compliance in young women. Sarah was assigned power dynamics in academic settings. For my presentation, I proposed unconscious bias in academic evaluation. Dr. Mitchell approved it immediately, probably thinking I'd focus on racial bias. Instead, I spent 3 weeks analyzing his grading patterns over 5 years. I requested grade distributions and course evaluations through the registrar's office. Everything was public record. The data was damning. Dr. Mitchell consistently graded attractive female students higher than male counterparts, even when their work was weaker. His office hours were disproportionately scheduled with young women, but the real evidence came from his own research. He'd published papers on power dynamics in academic environments. I cross-referenced his published work with his classroom behavior. He was doing the opposite of what his research recommended. Presentation day arrived. When my turn came, I thanked him for inspiring my topic. Dr. Mitchell's own research provided the framework for this study. I began. I presented methodically, grade distribution, meeting pattern, the correlation between student photos and academic outcomes. I quoted his published papers, showing how his classroom contradicted his professional stance. His face went white. Interestingly, I continued, this pattern exists specifically in courses taught by professors who've published extensively on these issues. The room was silent. Students looked between my slides and Dr. Mitchell, understanding dawning. I concluded with his own words. As Dr. Mitchell wrote, academic environments must be free from unconscious biases that perpetuate inequality. The beauty was, I never accused him of anything. I simply presented data and quoted his research. Everything was factual, academic, and devastating. Within a month, Dr. Mitchell announced he was taking sabbatical. He never returned. The best part? He couldn't complain without admitting the behavior my research exposed. I'd used his own academic standards against him. He never knew I'd targeted him specifically. To him, I was just another student doing research. Sometimes the best justice is served at room temperature, with proper citations.